I'm not gonna lie. I feel pretty emotionally raw. Um, I feel like my thoracic cavity is just humming all the time. The bad bitch is definitely defrosting, but hold on, I'm gonna get a straw. The bad bitch is definitely defrosting, but I still I still feel the absence. Let's put it that way. I I'm still grappling with how much I've sacrificed over the years. And even though one of my mantras is the reward is greater than the sacrifice, honestly, sometimes I still don't really love myself to give a fuck about the reward. uh, and I know that's not very divine of me, but I want what I want. And I don't care if what's on the way is better. I want what I want. The rewards have been showing up. I was presented with an opportunity. I don't want to talk about it. I feel like everything I talk about, I end up jinxing somehow. I feel like as soon as it leaves my brain or I recognize the thought too much, life is like, nah, JK. uh, so I don't want to talk about it too much. I also don't want to be vague, but an opportunity from last year came back around, and I'm excited. Let's just put it that way. I'm excited, I'm qualified, and it could be a really good second chance at making this shit happen. I do worry, however, about how it's going to interact with my training schedule, just because it's a later evening shift, like when I first started in telehealth, and I've been fucking with the 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 3:30 life. I've even grown accustomed to a 30-minute lunch. Who'd have thunk? I don't need that extra. I do need that extra 30 minutes. I really do miss an hour lunch, honestly. There's just something about taking an hour. I could watch a show. I could cook a whole meal. I could do my laundry. I could get so much life done. Run errands. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm concerned about. My training schedule. I would probably have to just blast morning classes and just do all of my fitness in the morning. And then any sort of ad hoc things that I want to do, sled, row, I could just do that late at night or use my PTO. Honestly, that's what I've been doing lately. My wellness days, I be at the gym. I walk around the mall. I try not to spend too much money, but Lush is always gonna get your girl. Yeah, Lush is gonna get your girl every single time. Yeah, it's been difficult sometimes. I don't want to be the dead horse, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm excited about what's to come, though. Um, when these things become more finalized, I'm excited about actually possibly talking about them. I'm upset because Best sent me a package of some really dope Von Dutch gear, and I think my package got stolen. So I had to file a claim with USPS. I've only ever had to do this one other time when we first moved here, and the address was kind of wonky. Is that a scratch on my? Oh no, it's just okay. Um, the address was kind of wonky, and so it was at the post office, luckily, and they were able to deliver it successfully. I filed a claim. It's I have never had a package stolen here. Like nobody. I used to have a neighbor who would take the packages and bring them sort of under the stairs to hide them. But I've never had an issue with anything. And the fact that um, Histrio's script was in there, like you can have the clothes, what the fuck ever. Just bring the script to my door. Bring the script to me. You can have everything else. Um, I did a horary because a bitch gonna use some astrology to find stuff. That's how I found. That's how I found my earbuds twice, and there's something else. There's something else. Oh, my perfume oil, which it was right where it said it would be. So I trust my horary. It said that it wasn't giving lost or stolen. It was giving delayed. So my theory was that because it was being delivered around Mother's Day weekend, my theory is that they were just like scanning things and it shows as delivered. My biggest annoyance is that there's no picture. Why would I have informed delivery if you're not going to keep me very well informed? So I went around to the places where sometimes things get misdelivered, and I didn't see anything on their doorsteps. Um, I did end up getting someone's Uber Eats the other day, but I don't know who they are. It had a last name on it, but it didn't have an address on the on the receipt on the bag. So I was just like, guess I have a rib dinner now. It was a half slab of ribs, macaroni and cheese, green beans. If you're my neighbor and you're watching this, I'm so sorry, but that meal bussin'. Bussin'. I hope they find your door next time. Don't judge me, by the way. Like, where was I gonna take it? So anyway, yeah, I think those are all the updates these days. I am still training for fitness comp. My Jazz GPT has had me on a training schedule, thinks I can do it, also has me doing a deadlifting, or not deadlifting, a powerlifting competition in the future. I'm just like, okay, girl, as I'm picking my calluses. So yeah, that's all going really well. I'm back on the road erg for the first time in a really long time. Actually, the first time since I moved to Tulsa, which has been so lovely. Working on my form because I've gotten kind of rusty, but I'm looking good. I feel strong. I'm making short, clippy, documentary type style reels and shorts on my channel here and on TikTok and sometimes on Instagram. Instagram is for all of it. Instagram is like my little digital diary. So yeah, I don't do a lot on there. I try not to do a lot on there. it's mostly where I go in and lurk. I can know about you, but you can't know about me. House Scorpio in 10th house. um, I have been studying my chart. As my Jupiter return comes to a close, I'm very excited about June. I've had some. I let a friend do a tarot pull on me the other day. Sometimes I have a weird relationship with tarot card pulls. We went to my friend Brienne and I. We went to House of Intuition when it first opened up, and she got a tarot reading that really resonated with her. I got a tarot reading where I was like, "Girl, who are you talking about?" She said that she saw me on the side of the highway doing this really creative project, like painting this murals. Like, I cannot paint. I have some creative tendencies, but it's not very consistent. I would never do that. I'm so sorry. I just wouldn't. I ended up doing a cleanup project at the river with Thousand, but I wasn't painting or doing anything like that. So yeah, I was like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. But we went to dinner afterwards and we were just kind of comparing notes, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know who she's talking about. I think I had broken up with James around that time. He was like my first real knight in shining armor kind of boyfriend, and so that was absolutely devastating. To lose like your first love like that, and um, it was so. Anyway, we can talk about that later. Yeah, just everything that she saw and predicted was not it. So this reading actually really resonated, and I've seen a few themes kind of playing out already. I've been mostly journaling these things out so that I can go back and have notes and compare them. I think I have some things in here, but basically, yeah, what it comes down to was my learning the difference between being emotionally available and being emotionally well placed. Um, and then my life path not being casually emotional. It's very intimacy oriented, psychologically deep, relationally transformative, naturally intense in partnership. I think her calling me out on even my curiosity having emotional weight was really insane. And then, like, just kind of tying that into emotional coherence and how that is absolutely prime for my regulation. Um, like, say what you're going to say, even if you think it's going to hurt my feelings. Don't be purposefully hurtful, but hiding things from me, thinking that you're going to protect me from feeling pain is insane. Like, that's just gonna happen. But I'd rather you be honest with me and know that I can trust you and come to you to be honest with me. Anyway, short, quick, hot, dirty update. I will be back probably because the digital diary has to be digitized. I'm gonna go to work. I'll see you later.